This video will teach you the absolute basics of how to take a photo with a DSLR camera, or a mirrorless camera for that matter. Don't go away. Hi, if we've never met, I'm Barry from Photographer's Freedom. I simplify DSLR and mirrorless photography, helping you gain the freedom to capture nature with ease. In this video, I'm assuming you've either just purchased your first DSLR camera or you've reached into the back of the cupboard to drag out an old dusty monster and you have no idea how to use it. With that in mind, I'll explain everything in baby steps. Let's get started. Firstly, you want to ensure there is a battery in the camera. You can't take photos without one of those. There will be a compartment somewhere on the camera that houses the battery. Take a look in there and see if you have a battery loaded up. Secondly, you must make sure there is an SD card in the camera. This is where the pictures you take will be stored and you can't take photos without one. Take a look and see if you have an SD card in the slot. If not, insert one. If you don't know how to do that, consult your camera's manual. Thirdly, you must have a lens on the camera. If not, let's take a look at how to put one on. There may be a body cap on the camera. Turn it clockwise and pull it away from the camera to remove it. Don't freak out about dust getting inside your camera. If you're concerned about this, place your camera face down on a flat surface while you get the lens organized. The lens may also have a cap on the end. Turn it clockwise and pull it away from the lens to remove it. On the camera and the lens, there will be white dots. To mount your lens to your camera, line up these dots. With the dots aligned, push the lens flush against the camera body and turn it anti-clockwise until you hear the click. Your lens is now attached. The next important step is to remove the lens cap. If you don't do this, you'll feel like a total idiot because all your photos will be black. Next, you must turn the camera on. Duh! There will be a button or a lever somewhere on the camera marked on off. Turn it into the on position. Some lenses may have a locking button so the barrel doesn't creep out when you're not taking photos. On these types of lenses, you'll have to press the button in and turn the zoom ring of the lens to unlock it before you can take photos. To take our first photo, we want to be in auto mode. If your camera is second hand, there's a chance it could be set to a different mode. There should be a dial on top of your camera with a whole bunch of letters and symbols on it. Look for the one that says auto. Turn the dial until the auto icon lines up with the mark on the camera body. If your camera doesn't have a mode dial, check the manual for instructions on how to set auto mode. The beauty of auto mode is that the camera will do everything for us except for framing up the photo and pressing the shutter button. It's up to you whether you want to use the viewfinder where you bring the camera up to your eye to view what you're taking a photo of, or live view where the view through the lens is displayed on the camera screen. Once you have moved the camera to frame up your shot just the way you like it, press down on the shutter button halfway. This focuses the camera. You should hear a beep confirming your photo is in focus. Now all you have to do is press down the shutter button fully to take your picture. In auto mode, the flash may pop up when you're trying to take a photo. If this annoys you or you feel that flash just isn't necessary, you can try auto mode with flash off if your camera has this mode. You should get some okay results using your camera's auto mode. However, if you're unsatisfied with the results, try using your camera's scene modes. These are automatic modes designed for different types of photography. My Nikon D5200 has scene mode. Inside of this, I can choose between night portrait, night landscape, party or indoor, beach or snow, sunset, dusk or dawn, pet portrait, candlelight, blossom, autumn colors, or food. In addition, I also have these modes on the dial: portrait, landscape, child, sports, and close-up or macro. You can experiment with these auto modes to see if they produce the results you're looking for. If you want to take full control of your camera, however, subscribe to my channel. I have many videos explaining camera settings as well as how to take photos in various situations. I can take you from feeling totally confused about your DSLR or mirrorless camera to being confident and enjoying taking the photos you see in your head. When you subscribe, enable notifications so you don't miss any future videos. After subscribing, watch this video. If you're taking your first steps into shooting in manual mode, that video provides 3 tips on how to fix photos that are too bright. It will give you an idea of what it's like to shoot in manual mode where you have full control over the camera. Until next time, I'm Barry from Photographer's Freedom. Get out there, take some wicked shots. I will see you soon.